What do you think were maybe a couple big frustration points being a team of one trying to launch a new product?
The one thing that I always refer to is UX is biased. So I would design for what I personally think might work. And because I'm alone, the feedback loop is quite big because there's not designers that I can bounce ideas off or go in a strategizing workshop or design sprint with, where we come up with a few concepts and get to validate them. So I think that in itself is a hurdle as well as a frustration point that you have to deal with as a solo designer. And then I think one other frustration point is you are expected to do everything. You need to be able to really know your stuff, put in time. And as I think I mentioned it a lot, sleepless nights that you put in because you're the only designer in essence. So in itself is either you are the blocker or you're blocked by something else or you're waiting on a workshop.
Yeah, you're the gatekeeper of all the information
Exactly.
and what comes in
Exactly.
and out.
And if you fail, the business fails in essence as well.
Yeah, I see so many, I guess, as a good word is immature companies, depending on what kind of maturity level they are at when it comes to product and design, is that they think one person can do it all. And if you're so focused on trying to do too much at once, then the details are missed. You can't refine the UI or the visual design. You can't spend extra time to bring it to another level. You can't really set up good processes or design systems. You're really just banging out wireframes as fast as possible to feed the development teams.
Yeah. And it's usually high fidelity wireframes. So you don't really have a chance to even go into low fidelity to sort of keep changes quick. So if it's one change, it's usually a big change. And as you said, you don't have a design system that you can necessarily fall back on because that's usually an afterthought. So no, 100% agree with you on that.
When it comes to basically collaboration and working with our teams and our clients versus what you've seen in the past, kind of what do you see as far as the differences is how we've structured? I know you've joined us recently, so you've gotten a little taste of how we run things, but what differences have you seen between what we do and with your past jobs?
I think that the major thing is that I can see there's strong suits in the design team itself. Like someone is very strong at just pushing out low fidelity wireframe ideas where I'm stunned at the rate that they just brought it out. And another one is like super good with design systems. So it's awesome for me to see that there's even strengths within a design team. So it's not like everyone is great at everything and the support in itself is great. It feels like you're part of a community in Impact. So it's not just like, oh, you're a team. We literally share insights. We share, oh, this is a cool plugin, or look at this update in Figma. So sometimes you might miss it in normal publications or something, and then you'll find it within the Impact team, which is great. And everyone gets excited about it. Where I think in previous companies, this was like, you do your thing, and this is the system that you're doing, that you're going to move, and everything relies on you. So you need to figure it out. You need to set up the workshops if you want to workshop. So there's not necessarily someone that's driving research. It's if you have to do it or if you want to do it, you'll have to set up time out of your own day to do that, and you'll have to catch up on designing at the end, which is something that I feel is lacking, especially in the UX culture today. There's this dribble ideation or
Dribblization.
Dribblization, that's a good word for it. There's a dribblization when it comes to UX, and I think that's the misconception regarding UX and proper like product design at the end. So I think that's probably my biggest take, that the immediate effect that I saw since joining the team is that you can rely on a team within their strength, and you can push out designs and validation and research and thoughts gathering and workshops in a few days. And literally, if you are struggling with something or need to figure it out, someone will probably be able to sort it out for you and explain what the problem might have been. And it's literally something like, oh, you forgot to connect your text color to your design system. Because I keep on doing that, and then I do the switch of palettes, and then I'm like, oh, where's this text gone? And then it's literally a simple thing as connecting that. So it's great to have that team that can support you.